All right, testing. All right, man. Today we're gonna be talking about Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford. He becomes three-time undisputed champion. I believe now winning in five different weight classes. In his first fight, he jumps up there, skips 160, skips um right up to 168, and made easy work. Made easy work of Canelo Alvarez. Dominant performance. You know, I got to get a flame of fame out the back to Terrence Bud Crawford, man. Um, I meant to go live yesterday, but I ended up getting sick and some respiratory type of illness, and I'm still dealing with that today. Been drinking tea and shit, but I definitely still caught the fight dealing with my illness, and I was just happy, man. It uplifted my spirit to see Terrence Bud Crawford come out there, display his boxing ability, and as always, the man is a true professional. He has class. He you know beat beat the hell out of Canelo Alvarez, and but after that, he showed that that it's no hard feelings. The damage was already done to Canelo. He gave his belts back to him and shit, and you know, Bud is he what else does he have to prove at this point, man? I'm glad to be one of the people that's been on the side of Bud Crawford, supporting him, even when people was hating on him when they were saying Errol Spence was gonna beat him and he was lighting their ass. And I just seen a lot of people just hate on Bud in his journey. And I'm just happy to see this guy, man, from Omaha make it to this platform where he displayed his ability. And you know, quite embarrassing for the other side of it, which is Canelo. We're gonna get to that, but I got to give all credit to Bud Crawford, man. Bud from jump, established, the tempo. He was jabbing. He definitely was keeping. He definitely was I'm gonna say this about Canelo, man. Um, I give all credit to Bud Crawford. Bud did what he had to do. He took all Canelo's best weapons away from him. Displayed his great feet, hand speed, and the ability to make adjustments in the early rounds. But this dude Canelo, he don't throw combinations. He doesn't cut the ring off that well, and um, Bud Crawford had him frustrated. And once he was frustrated in them early rounds, I said, "That's it." Bud knew that all you got to do is just keep irritating him, keep making him upset. And of course, Canelo was swinging, a lot harder in the punches, trying to hurt Bud Crawford. But Bud had a very, very disciplined defense, and didn't give Canelo any really clean shots. Actually, I seen two good clean shots land on Bud, and Bud ate it. He ate the shots, and I was actually seeing Canelo get affected by a lot of the shots that Bud was throwing. So Bud answered all the questions as far as like was he too small? Was he gonna be able to deal with the power of Canelo? He answered all those questions, man, last night. He answered all those questions. A lot of people came out to see him. Um, I like the way he walked in. He did it differently, man. I was just like, who was they playing his music for? Is it for Canelo? I'm like, Canelo ain't gonna walk out, is he? First, But Bud ended up walking out to some Spanish music. He had his little guitar with him, and he was just confident, man. I seen it from John. I said, man, this dude is extremely confident, and he know he gonna win this fight. Um, and so, man, it was really a win, man. I think for not just Bud Crawford, but a win for everybody that's been supporting him. A win for the Americans, um, you know, and despite all the lack of talent or the lack of heart in other weight classes, you know, we still got Bud Crawford. He's our American great, man. And he sits at the top of the sport. And I had Usyk at the number one spot, but after this, him becoming three-time undisputed, going up these many weight classes and dominating Canelo like that, definitely got Bud Crawford back at number one. You know, and I guess that, that's why like fighters like Usyk, Dimitri Bivol, these elite fighters, they see what a lot of other people couldn't see when they were talking about Bud Crawford. They said, "No, man, that dude is special." And yesterday, a lot of y'all got reminded. I mean, you know, I had my doubts because about Bud Crawford going up this many weight classes because, come on now, it was a heavy risk. One of them shots could have got him up out of there, but Bud went about it the right way, and he's special. He's a special athlete, special talent, and of course, some people gonna hate or whatever because they just are envious. Man, there's a lot of people that are envious of hard work, and you know, I was rooting for Bud Crawford, and I said that you know um, it was escalated. The fuel, I believe, for Bud Crawford when corny ass Boots Ennis wanted to jump into Canelo's camp like it was gonna help. Um, I don't know what the fuck type of work. Matter of fact, maybe Boots was getting his ass whooped in there because I don't know. Maybe if he was really styling on Canelo, Canelo would maybe been having some better looks and been able to be more prepared. But I don't know what the hell Boots was doing in there with Canelo. But whatever y'all cooked up, it didn't work, man. Um, so it's shameful that Boots fanboys got to shut up today. It's shameful that Canelo's fanboys got to shut up today. You know, um, Canelo, man, cherry picked all the way up to this point, man, and to go out like this to get whooped by the little guy that came up into your weight class in one fight. No rehydration clause, no none of that. He did this in one fight. Beat your motherfucking ass. I gave you one round, Canelo. I'm being real. I was really trying to give you a round, bro. Find another round to give you. I gave you one round, dog. You know what I mean? So congratulations, man. You got one round against Bud. Because I don't even know if you got one round against Floyd. You know what I mean? And when we talk about Bud and Floyd, I don't know which one is better, man. But they both better than you, Canelo. A lot better than you, man. And a lot of people, y'all did a lot of overrating and hyping Canelo. And I get it. I understand why. The Mexican superstar and all of that, man. But dog, man. The glazing, I told y'all, man. A lot of people made their whole channels and made a whole lot of money off Canelo. Hyping him up and talking like can't nobody fuck with Canelo or nobody's close to his level. And I just tell you, motherfuckers have several seats, man. Flame and shame. It was pathetic, man, watching y'all through this whole process, man. Disgustingly, glazed Canelo like he's this invincible, indestructible force when he clearly got beat by Floyd, when he clearly got beat by Bivol, when he clearly dug David Benavidez, and couldn't stop Merlanga, couldn't stop Munguia. A lot of these fighters that he should have got rid of, he didn't get rid of them. And I know a lot of people really thought they was experts, thinking that they was so sure about this guy Canelo, but no, I've always kept the same energy on Canelo. Canelo ain't all that. He ain't never been all that to me, man. And it just shows that his levels, man. He's nowhere close to the elite level, man. When he fought the best of the best, say from America, he got his ass whooped. Floyd beat his ass easy, and Bud Crawford beat his ass easy, flat out. So he's great in the Mexican conversation. And y'all can compare him and say, he's ranked whatever in the best of Mexico. But when you talk about overall, nah, man, he's real low on my list. I don't really have him up there like that. But shout out to him. The dude, he could have been on some bit, some whole ass shit at the end of the fight, but he wasn't. He gave Bud Crawford his credit. So he gets flame and flame for that, for having sportsmanship. Um, guy was he had a rough night. He really had a rough night. He got styled on in front of all of his fans, and it was nothing he could do. He said his body wouldn't let him go or whatever. So I don't know what's going on with Canelo's body. I don't know what's going on with his IQ. It's just not good, man. It's just not good enough. He says he don't want to retire. He's going to keep going. Unfortunately, he got to keep going without belts because he's not a champ no more. So Canelo has to join the committee of contenders. Guys who used to be champs. Former champs. So shout out to Canelo. He's a former champ, and he's He's got a lot of miles on him, man. He's been fighting. They say he's been a pro since he was 15 years old. Been fighting. He was knocking grown ass men out in high school or whatever. I don't even know if he went to high school, but anyway, he was knocking grown men out in as a teenager, and he's just done a lot, man. He's done a lot for the sport. Um, I've had my stance on it though, as far as who I was rooting for, and like I said before, I would never root for a cheater, man. I just will never do that. I will never root for a fighter who um who's a former cheat and who has a lot of people popping in his camp. You know what I mean? And a lot of people was going over there and love Canelo for that. But I'm just like, no, no, man. Anybody who needs to cheat to compete, they're not on my list, man. They're not on my Mount Rushmore. None of that. You know what I mean? You're a copy. You're not the real deal. Remix. So yeah, Canelo's really the watered down version of the real thing, but he went as far as it could take him. With the help of governing bodies like the WBC, with the help of you know, um, thottish promoters and stuff like that. I look at it as a symbol, as a sign of the end of an era, man. The end of the era of where we seen a lot of performance enhancing drugs. All that shit got exposed and came to a very, and basically all that shit was exposed right up until this point. Everything that was going on in Canelo's camp. And I'm glad Bud got the victory, man, because we can shut the door on that shit, man. Close the book on that chapter, man. Take the PEDs, take all the bias and all that cheating shit y'all been doing. Take that shit and get it out of here, man. Get it out of here. That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Um, Pathetic, man. It's really been pathetic all of these years to see y'all hate on Bud Crawford like y'all been hating on him, man. Seeing y'all do it, it was disgusting work. You know, y'all try to shit on him, say he ain't never fought nobody. He's whatever, man. He stopped everybody at welterweight. You know, y'all try to say that because the Machimov, style. Canelo don't fight like Machimov. That old herky jerky bunny rabbit shit. He don't do that. The dude is slow. He's flat footed. And if you're not throwing combinations, one punch at a time shit is not going to get it done for you, Canelo. I don't care who you fight going forward, man. You're going to get your ass kicked fighting like that. At this point, I got a lot of people beating you. You know, um, they got to have a decent IQ, of course, but Canelo's not all that, man. I just never. I mean, that's why it's not really a shock to me. I'm just like, okay, it's embarrassing though for him. And Loki feels sorry for the clown because it's really embarrassing, man. You went out like a hoe, bro. You went like a punk. Went out like a punk. You ducked Benavidez. That was the real mega fight. Shout out to Bud Crawford. He seen the opportunity. Like, I'm about to go step on this hoe. I'm about to step on him. You know what I'm saying? Let me see his reach. Oh, let me see how. All right, he a little chubby or whatever, but I'm gonna beat his ass. That's exactly what he did. He beat the shit out of Canelo, man. This fight wasn't even close. You know, and these judges, man. I'll just be speechless. Like, bro, 115, 113, 116, 112. Like, you know, and I don't even think he won a round with Floyd. And they said that was a split decision. It's just whatever this moist shit that they keep doing with Canelo, man. I just hope this is the end of it, man. This is the end of it. I'm like, he got his ass cooked by Floyd. And then they still went on this parade and hyping him up like he's number one pound for pound. He got cooked by Bibble, and they still went on this shit like he was still some top pound for pound fighter. Y'all, are y'all done now? Are y'all done now? You know, y'all have did all these disgusting debates like IBFP and all y'all over there, man. Y'all did all these disgusting debates, fanboying and dick eating. Are y'all done? Really? Are y'all done now? Come on, man. Let's get back to some real boxing talk, man. You know, because this Bud has retired two fanboy communities that I know of. Well, I don't know if shout out to Canelo's fanboys because they're pretty loyal, but Spence fanboys is definitely retired. You can't find them niggas nowhere, dog. Canelo fanboys, y'all can't say shit. Not about Bud Crawford. You gotta just shut the shit the fuck up, you know. But really, it should be cemetery mode for y'all motherfuckers too, man. In these comment sections, man, we should see y'all pop up. No fucking way. saying shit to nobody because this was a boxing clinic, man. I mean, TBC, Terrence Bud Crawford, the boxing clinic. You know, hopefully Canelo learned some things from this, man. Took some notes or whatever. You know, and I hope his fans took some notes, man. Y'all found a complete, y'all witnessed a complete boxer, a complete boxer, man. Like, yeah, man. I don't know why y'all keep hating on Bud. Maybe it's because he dark skinned. Shout out to dark skin energy, man. That shit is on top. Top of the sport, man. I don't hate. I give credit where it's due. You know, yeah, man. Like Bud say, the cream always rises to the top. That's exactly what he did. I honestly feel like Bud should retire and go out on top. You know, if you asking me, he should go out, just retire on top, man. Nobody else has ever done this before, man. You know, 3-time undisputed, and then the way you got 3-time undisputed, you went up these multiple weight classes and to fight the top dog, not a tune up, not a top contender, not a guy who had one belt. You fought the guy who had all of the belts, you know, and made it a cakewalk, man. Made it a cakewalk. So yeah, man. Like I said before, um, to the Canelo fans, boys, silencio, please. Let's shut that shit up. And once y'all really start doing some, supporting real boxing, if and once again, Canelo's not the only Mexican, man. And that's what I hated. Like people acting like he was the only good Mexican fighter. No, there's hella good ass Mexican fighters. They've been defeated. And I guess if they not from Mexico, some of y'all act real weird about supporting them. You know? I can support anybody if they got hands and they ain't doing no sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all got these restrictions and biases. Oh no, he ain't from Tijuana. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no real Mexican. He Chicano or Chicano. Y'all weird as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez. What about what you call it? Damn, what's the little homie from the lower weight class? It'll come back to me, man. A lot of good ass skillful Hispanic boxers, but y'all don't even show them no love. But y'all want to go pass them up to keep supporting Canelo, who ain't all of that, man. It's not all of that, dog. Ooh, I know a lot of y'all feel like shit today, man. But it is what it is, man. I've seen a lot of this happen, man. These fanboys, they raise their favorite guys to the top of the mountain. They support them and they disrespect and shit on everybody else. Go to their channels and get in their comment sections and be racist and do whatever y'all do. And then next thing you know, when this day comes, man, you know, you motherfuckers, man. Tell you, I'm not gonna keep the same energy, man. They never keep the same energy, man. But at the same time, man, you know, uh, I gotta be honest, man. It's been fun. It's been fun watching this, man. And to see that after all of that shit that they did over in that camp, cheating and the help of WBC and whatever else, it didn't work out for y'all, man. It didn't, you know. So hey, you may not believe in karma, you may not, whatever you believe, whatever you believe, man. But yeah, man, I'm just glad that shit didn't work out for Team Canelo, man. Enough was enough, man. This shit has ended. It's been enough ducking, it's been enough cherry picking, it's been enough performance enhancing drugs in that camp on that side of the street. It's enough, man. It's enough. You know. He's no longer the face of boxing. That's out of there, man. Forget it. Bud is the face of boxing. He's our guy of the era, man. He's our number one pound for pound. He's the face of boxing. Period, man. You know, and he did it on one of the biggest stage and gave shout out to him. He gave Canelo his biggest payday. So, congrats, man. He can go out with a huge payday. Um, my, now that I'm thinking about it, I did have a little criticism for Canelo because um, you're not still a champ, man. When they were asking him, saying in the post-fight press conference, man, how do you feel? This guy came up and he beat you. He took all your belts. How do you feel about that? Yeah. Oh, I feel good. I feel I'm still a champ. No, you're not, man. Like, come on, man. Don't play the shit off. Be honest with yourself. You don't feel good that this motherfucker embarrassed your ass, bro, for 12 rounds, man. Clearly, man, this nigga he hit him in one round and he just was so mad and frustrated at himself. Like, man, damn, I suck. That's how he was like, how he looked. Like, man, I ain't shit, boy. I can't move away from none of these punches. God damn, this motherfucker good. I know he was thinking that the whole time. While Bud was just smiling at him, sticking his tongue out, and punching him upside his head. He's like, damn, this motherfucker good. I can't do shit about it. He says, I couldn't go. My body couldn't go. But yeah, man, that would be my criticism of you, Canelo. Um, you shouldn't feel like a champ, man, because you're not. That was the only dumb shit you said. I was like, no, bro, you shouldn't feel like you're a champ. That means that you're content with losing, bro. That's why I keep thinking like Bob Arum. Like the more this shit happens, the more he fights. I be like, yeah, man, Bob Arum, he was right. He's only there to collect a check. You know, you just there to collect checks, man. You happy to get your check and go on to the next cherry, I guess, man. You know? Yeah, man. You boots in this fanboys. Y'all really better shut that shit up, man. You know. He need to focus on Uisma Lima Bean. Woo-wee, y'all thought this shit was gonna work out too. Y'all thought y'all gonna have a lot to say. Yeah, man. I told y'all Boots gave him that work. Help Canelo, man. Get that dub. I'm telling you, man, it's about Boots, man. It ain't about Bud. I told y'all Bud was overrated. Told y'all. They would have been on that type of sucker shit, I guarantee you, dog. But I'm glad it didn't go that way, man. Bud is the best, man. He's the best of our era, dog. And you know what I want to say, man? Also, Flame of Shame, not to all the commentary, but Flame of Shame to Max Kellerman with your whole ass, man. And you know what? I never really had this kind of problem with you, Max. You usually do good, man. You usually keep it real. I'm like, you know what? He's one of the few white commentators that I be seeing, like him, Teddy Atlas. You know, they be keeping it real. But I don't know what if they slipped you a bag to create some narrative with the commentating. You wasn't commentating on Buzz good work. You kept saying it. Oh man, Canado this, Canado that. What? Come on, man. Come on, dog. Now, of course, you had to change your tune after the fight. But then you create narratives like if Bud loses this fight, everything he's done before this means nothing. His legacy is ruined. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Bud losing to Canelo means that his legacy ain't shit. Now all his wins before that don't mean nothing. So yeah, man, Flame of Shame to Max Kellerman, bro. That was some of the goofiest shit I ever seen you do, man. You know. And I used to like you, man. I used to like you, Max. But that shit, man, nah, bro. That changed my mind. That definitely changed my mind. You know, the whole fight, you know, you was just over there glazing Canelo, bruh. And he was getting pieced up the whole fight. So, you know, yeah, man, whatever. Um, yeah, man, a lot of people came out to support though, man. Let me see what y'all talking about. See what y'all talking about. Caesar, what's up? Okay, Orlando Caro, there it goes. There's a narrative. He says Bud is on PEDs. All right, we'll wait. We'll wait and see. Here he come. Right. Right. Defending a guy who fights in the dirtiest camp in boxing. So I guess Bud was on PEDs. We'll see. He said it was a tough day. We had a good run. Shout out to my dog Sue, man. Loyal. He a loyal Canelo fan, but he ain't no fanboy. So I shout him out. He keeps it real. He said, Bud is the man. We don't feel down. His era is over. Time to go to work Monday. Yeah, man. Fuck no. He said Bud should try against Bivol. Fuck no. I'm telling you now. But do not fight Bivol. Do not fight Benavidez. Better be there. None of that shit. Don't do it. Stay away from 75. He said he's not fucking with 75 anyway. So at this point, You know, Bud, he actually deserved to cherry pick. You know, he actually deserved to, pick and choose at this point if you want to, or retire. I think he made enough money, man. He really made enough money. I really want to see Bud do what Floyd really didn't do, which is really give back. Like I think Floyd, yeah, I just don't feel like he really given his all to help boxers. He's more invested in his shit, showing off and buying watches and showing off his cash and dumb shit like that. I don't think that Floyd has the sincere heart with helping these boxers like Bud could, like how Bud is doing with Shakur, Keyshawn Davis, all them guys, even Lester Martinez, who had a rough night. And it was a terrible stoppage, man. The stoppage that they did on Stevens, what's his name? His first name? Damn, I forgot his homie names. Steven Nelson. But yeah, man, that was a horrible stoppage. First round stoppage. You got rocked. You know, he didn't even get knocked down or nothing like that. The ref just jumped in there and stopped it. And I didn't think he was that hurt. I did not think he's that hurt. But yeah, that was kind of fucked up the way it did. Stone Cold, Steve Nelson. Israel, what's up, bro? Most definitely, man. Bud has always been humble and respectable. That's why I don't understand why people have been hating. Let me take this flaming shame off. My bad. And big shout out to the playback gang. Hopefully, y'all got something positive to say about Bud Crawford today. I'm about to put this link in the chat. Somebody want to pull up. You know what I'm saying? If not, I'm going to go about my business, man, and just focus on the next lineup of fights, man. This is regular day at the office over here, man. Regular day. A lot of people put your heart and soul in trying to be right and shit, or trying to prove somebody wrong or whatever, man. But it ain't that deep, man. It's really not that deep. Um, Motherfuckers get picks right, motherfuckers get picks wrong. But everybody's been picking against Bud Crawford being wrong, man. Everybody, and I have not been doing that. So I've gotten some picks wrong, but not with Bud. I don't be picking against this man. So hey, uh, that's an L that a lot of y'all gotta hold, not me. Um, because I seen the skills. I see the skill set from this guy, Bud Crawford. You know. Um, but yeah, man, like I say, I recommend him retire, go out on top, help the younger boxers in America, because American boxing is need help, to say the least. You know, but it ain't nothing we can really do in them heavier weight classes. UK and Ukraine and all that, y'all got them heavier weight classes on lock for the most part. Um, and Russia too, for the most part. But them low weight classes, no, there's still hope, you know, and them from 160 and below, you know. Hey, you know what? You know who I'm thinking about, who I thought about too after the result of the fight? This fool right here, Jabel Charlo. Wonder what the fuck he was thinking, man. Cause he's a ducker too. You notice how Bud made all of these dudes scramble and run when he beat Errol Spence? Now dudes got more important shit to do. This nigga Jamel Charlo literally said, leave us alone. You know, leave me alone." So I'm like, wow, man, the sensitivity of a lot of these fighters, man. But the only time Bud Crawford took a knee was after the fight when he got the victory. Then he took a knee and out of emotion and prayer and gratitude. You took a knee because you was there to collect a check and you didn't prepare yourself the way you should have prepared. And I don't think you really had an intent on doing what Bud did, which is really setting himself in the pack and doing some historical shit. You know, soldier old man. Went up to fucking well, you already had a loss to Tony Harrison, but yo ass man came off undisputed at 154, and in my opinion, you was running from that zoo work. Even though Tim Zoo got cooked already at this point, Your ass was running from that Tim Zoo mandatory, dog. I don't care what nobody say. And that's what happens when these dudes be running and shit. And these mandos, a lot of them be getting their ass cooked. They be trying to go up and wait and shit. Carol Brook did that shit with Errol Spence. Errol Spence was the mando. Motherfucker try to go up and wait. Nah, I'm gonna take this bigger bag. That way, if I get my ass whooped, at least people won't shit on me because I went up and wait. Yeah, well, you got your ass whooped when you went up, and you got your ass whooped when you went back down. So, you know, crack both of them eyelids, man. So yeah, but shout out to Kilbrook. You know, he been in the ring with Bud too. You know, had that man in a whole nother dimension, man. He knocked Kilbrook into a whole nother cosmo with that right hand. You know, with a jab. So yeah, man. Um, Jarrell Charlo, yeah, man. Yeah, man, I was gonna flame you, dog. I ain't got it. You know what? This is a Buzz night, man. It's a Buzz era. You know what I'm saying? Uh, he ended up fucking getting the ring too, man. Mauricio the biggest Canelo glazer and Turkey Sheet glazer. He gave Bud that commemorative belt. See what happens, man. You was really cause you thought Canelo was gonna win that fight. You had to get that ring and that commemorative belt to Bud Crawford. And it was all said and done. Bud was so nice, he gave the belts. He said, "Look, since I got the ring and all this commemorative shit, and I got the undisputed in the ring magazine, let me give him back this other shit. Here you go, son. You know, so shout out to Canelo, man. You know what I mean? You've gotten beat. You've been defeated by the best, man. So I give you that. You've been defeated by some of the best competition, some of the best fighters the sport of boxing I've ever seen. Floyd, Bivol, and Bud, man. You know, it's really, and when I think about it, it's really difficult to on who I feel is better, Floyd or Bud. I can't even do that, man. They both good. I'm just glad they both from America, man. So hey, they both at the top. See what I'm saying? They both goaded on my list. Uh, he could still get undisputed at 162. That would be some Armstrong type. Oh hell no, that's over, man. It'll be over with for anybody even trying to chase his accolades. I mean, three is still accomplishable for some of these fighters. Like maybe in a way, even though it's looking like he about to max out. You know, because them punches starting to land a lot more cleaner on him as he's going up in weight. But if you do that, Hablo, that'd be some shit. That would definitely be some shit. You know. Either way, even if he loses his next fight, man, this guy he's in the history books, man. First ballot Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? There's no question about it. And everything he said in the post fight press conference, man, this shit real, dog. Motherfuckers have been they've been trying to keep him out. Been trying to say he ain't never fight nobody, but don't, but the competition never wanted to get in the ring with him and all of that old stuff. So now that Bud has done his job and solidified and cemented himself at the top in the history books, all the rest of you fighters get to work, man. Keith Thurman trying to give his takes. See what Bud Crawford did. He threw the jab, jab. Hey man, shut up. Focus on your fight, bro. You got Sebastian Fundora, bro. Get your mind the fuck off Bud Crawford, man. Time for you to work time. Work time. You know, all these other fighters. I heard Errol Spence say some shit like FYI. I'm trying to say how he would say it. FYI, I'm going for Bud. I'm going for Bud. So what, man? Get out of here with that, man. Focus on your next fight, man. Focus on your next fight, man. We don't want to hear all that shit, man. A lot of y'all's had all kind of bullshit to say about Bud Crawford. Now that he's stepping on everything, now y'all want to be fans and shit. That's how y'all know I'm on Bud Crawford, so I want Bud to win. Hey man, kill that. Kill that nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? Weak shit, bro. This shit be weak. I'm seeing a lot of weak niggas coming out now trying to change their tune up. Yeah, shut that weak shit up, y'all. Boxing is fixed since late 90s, like super rigged don't want to say bad about his win, but boxing being dead, people wake up. Yeah, it's dead for fanboys. That's what it is, family. You must have been a Canelo supporter, and that's cool if you're a Canelo supporter. But yeah, man, you probably hurt today that your boy got his ass whooped. Now, it's fixed. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if that's your theory. Canelo um, agreed to get his ass whooped by Bud Crawford. You know, dark, crispy Omaha Bud Crawford go up 2 weight classes to beat Canelo. Oh yeah, that's the elite. The elites want that one, buddy. You know what I'm saying? They ordered that one from the top. Y'all be coming up with anything, man. It's hilarious. So, yeah, man. They're gonna try. Yeah, I mean, at least shout out to y'all, man. Y'all be trying. You know, I'm sure a lot of y'all probably came from IBFP shit or something. I'm sure he gonna try. But he really can't say a motherfucking thing at all. You know. What up, Charles? What's cracking, dog? Errol's still recovering from that ass whooping. I don't know, man. I don't know what he doing. But like I said before, you got enough farm animals, man, that you didn't raise at this point. Probably got enough eggs, beef in the freezer, pork ribs, whatever, man. It's time to fight, bro. I'm sure you got to re up. You know, I'm sure you made a good bag from that Bud Crawford fight, but damn, Bud had fought twice already, dog. So yeah, man. You know, I'm sure a lot of y'all feel some type of way. I've seen some niggas, a lot of background niggas, because they when they not in the comment section, they just some regular backgrounds. Even if you feeling disgruntled, you can leave a comment. It's all good. I'm gonna be nice. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of boxing. I ain't no fanboy. I'm not even a fanboy of Bud Crawford. I'm just happy for him. I'm rooting for him, man. I was rooting for him to dethrone um, um, Canelo Alvarez, as they call. You know what I'm saying? Enough is enough, man. So, yeah, man. Another one, DJ Khaled voice. Another L for Canelo. He says he's not done. I don't know why. I think Canelo should retire and go play golf with Steph Curry, bro, for the rest of your retirement, bro. Why not? You've already, you know what I'm saying? You already won a championship. You've already been undisputed. So if we being real, we can't take that away from Bud, in the sense that, I mean, away from Canelo, that he's been undisputed. He's been undisputed before. So it's not like, you can, you ain't got to hang your head that low. You've been at the top. You just got knocked off the shit. That's it. Big mad. Right. They're not even making sense. That's how you know, like, if it's a fanboy, because they define logic. Like, huh? How does that even make sense, dog? Canelo is the money generator in the sport. It has been for years, but their agenda is to cater to Bud Crawford all of a sudden. The dude who can't sell, right? Right? According to Canelo fan, he can't sell all this stuff. But now they trying to help. The agenda is for Bud now. All right, man. Shout out to Boxing Antics, man. Historical, dog. Historical, man. Put a smile on my face, bro. Put a smile on my face, man. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, damn, he made this shit look so easy. I didn't expect it to be easy, bro. And I'm be real, I didn't know Bud was gonna win this fight. That's how incredible this win is to me. Cause this is like, bro, I don't know if he gonna win this, dog. One fight, no tune up. You just gonna go in one fight and fight this man? You just gonna skip these weight classes and fight Canelo at his best weight and no rehydration clause, no catch weight, nothing? Man. Yeah, this is definitely a better win for Bud than it is for Floyd. But I'm not comparing them as fighters though. Like Bud would beat Floyd ass if they was in the same. I'm not saying that, but this win is definitely in a sense when you look at the circumstances, no catch weight, no rehydration clause, you know, Canelo was already on top. Floyd was on top when Canelo fought him. But When Bud fought Canelo's on top. So it's like he dethroned him, you know. And if y'all felt like Canelo still had a torch, I mean, fucking goddamn, this nigga just fucking snatched that motherfucking torch from Canelo. So I don't know, man. I don't know what y'all feel about Canelo's legacy at this point. Um, but whatever, man. It don't matter to me. I ain't no fan of Canelo like that. Yeah, bro. He got an issue with and I was just mad. I was looking at Canelo. I was like, bro, this is trash, bro. Why you not one punch at a time? For real? I was like, bruh, it was getting pathetic. I mean, I know Bud was styling on him and had him frustrated, doing C walking, B walking, all in that motherfucking head, man. He was all in Canelo head. But Canelo just couldn't make no adjustments, man. You so mad at yourself, you're not even sticking, following Bud around, you know, getting pieced up on the inside. I said, look at this shit here, man. Look at this shit. And you was marked up. Bud didn't have a mark. If it wasn't for that headbutt, Bud would have went out of there clean, bro. Clean. Madrimov had Bud kind of marked up. Canelo didn't have Bud marked up. No kind of way. I was like, damn, this is incredible, bro. This is incredible. I don't think Canelo cried this time. He cried when Floyd beat him. Maybe it's because of his first loss. So he's used to it. He's been here before. Shout out to Big Mill, man. I respect that comment. He says I'm gonna ride or die with Canelo. Most respect, champ. Ever not a big mouth like son. Yeah, you support who you support, but that fanboy shit, that shit is borderline moist, man. Dudes just be making up shit for they dude. Floyd Bibble Crawford, if they don't stand in front of him, he losing. Yep. Shout out to Perrin, dog. Canelo has bad feet. Cement shoes. Shout out to Charles. Yeah, man. Snooze fest, huh? I don't know what fight you was watching. What fight you talking about, Lil Chris? No love says why you still talking. Cause I want to, man. Cause I want to talk. The one thing no one could predict was how would Bud hold Canelo shots and would he have mobility at 168? We got our answer. We did, bro. I mean, I know y'all Canelo fanboys disgruntled today, but this ain't a day for y'all, man. This is the time for y'all to go to sleep. Um, take naps. This is the day y'all take naps, man, and reflect. Read a book. Watch some Bud Crawford fights, man. Instead of being mad at us giving credit to Bud Crawford and talking about how he beat the shit out of Canelo, why don't y'all log off and go watch some Bud Crawford fights so y'all can really kind of see what the fuck y'all was missing out on. So y'all can really see like, damn, this is what, damn, we should have known this nigga was better than we thought, you know. So yeah, man, maybe a lot of y'all not as experts as y'all thought with this shit. Yeah, I'm just picking at y'all because I didn't know Bud Crawford was gonna win for sure, but like I say, I wasn't doubting him. I was rooting for him. Spars with Nelson, Adams, and Martinez. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So the moisture meter is kind of going up. He says, George Taylor says Bud wanted to stop him till Bomac said no in a rematch. Bud will stop him. Oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that, and I didn't hear Canelo being enthused about a rematch at all. It's something about these matchups when he really gets not like physically destroyed because Floyd don't. I mean, Canelo don't be getting like physically destroyed, but mentally he be getting annihilated. He be looking like a child in there at the like with Floyd, Bibble, and Bud. Like mentally, his IQ is like so low compared to theirs. To it's just like, man, this is a child. This is a boy. And I don't think he want to go through that. He don't like that humiliation. It's something about that. Like we seen that with Roberto Duran back in the day when Sugar Ray Leonard had him frustrated. They don't like that humiliation shit. You know, When there's nothing you can do, you hit in the air and motherfuckers is laughing at you, smiling, sticking their tongue out, shrugging their shoulders, doing the, Harlem shaking and shit. Niggas they be getting mad, bro. Canelo's pissed off, bro. Yeah, he ran them hands upside Canelo's head, man. None of that shit don't even hit the same, man, when y'all leaving these comments. It wasn't hitting the same before this, but it really don't hit the same no more, man. None of them shit's holding hitting, bro. George Taylor said, no, you don't want the rematch. I was just like listening. I was like, damn, do this dude want the rematch? Because, you know, and that shit. He was giving credit to Bud though. I know you fanboys is hating on Bud Crawford, but y'all's guy that y'all love so much, he ain't hating though. He was in that ring, not y'all. So he ain't saying the same shit y'all talking about. They were saying like somebody asked Canelo, it was like, hey, what does he do good? He everything. He does everything good. Everything. I said, hey, well, that's y'all answer. So fanboys, what y'all saying, if it opposes with Canelo, is stupid. It's irrelevant. To say something opposite of what Canelo's saying is retarded, bro. Because Canelo was in the ring with Bud. He said he does everything good. Yeah, man. Shout out to Haplotype, man. This man knows boxing. You know, um, like I said, I was just happy to see Bud Crawford get the victory. You know, I wish him nothing but the best. Let me make sure I didn't leave out nothing. I did see some of the stars come out there. I seen what's the name try to come back there and distract him. Angel Reese try to come back there and distract him and stuff. But man, there was a lot of people out there. I seen SZA out there. I seen Dave Chappelle. Uh, there was a lot of people out there. Chris Statham or whatever that guy, that one actor. Um, and he was picking Bud Crawford too to win the fight. So man, a lot of people don't realize how historical last night was for Bud's victory over Canelo. He basically put it like this: he made a lot of American boxing fans extremely happy, man. You know, he made us happy, man. And I get it. Canelo fanboys, y'all feeling some type of way, but I feel like, man, if y'all wasn't so damn emotional, you guys can just take the time to really appreciate greatness, man. We're witness an ATG. It's no question. Bud is an ATG. We all got an opportunity to witness it. Canelo got an opportunity to share the ring with him. Two ATGs, which is probably three, because I think Bibbles, well, I don't know. Bibbles up there on my list too. He's pretty high, but he could at least say two. Two all-time greats, Floyd and Bud. He's been in the ring with. So shout out to him. Oh hell nah, bro. Oh, you talking about Canelo? Yeah, if Canelo fight Benavidez, then yeah, it could take the sting off it. I mean, I think he could his ass whoop, but you know, yeah, there you go. Thank you, Charles. Jason Statham. Jason Statham picked Bud Crawford, man, to win the fight. He was right too. So a lot of people, man, like superstars, actors and stuff like that, and athletes and uh, what do you call it, influencers. They rocks with Bud Crawford, man. They do. So even though it's a lot of people that hate on him, it's a lot of people that support him. I'm one of the ones that's been supporting him, but it's more than y'all think. Man, shout out to Red Glove. 3 time? You already know, man. You already know. Yeah, man, let me get my son together. Shout out to Tom. Uh Canelo passes best. I agree. I agree. Shout out to Actual Facts. LL Crawford is older than Canelo. Yep, he is. He is. He got more miles. He fought more fights and been a pro longer, but he definitely is younger than Bud. Definitely younger than Bud, man. They gonna consistently do that, dog. Man, I gotta go tend to my son, get some lunch. But I had to, y'all know I had to pull up, man, and give my take. give my thoughts on Bud Crawford, man. Um, Living legend, all time great. Once again, congratulations on this side. Y'all know how I do. I give up the flame of fame. You know, and with that much being said, man, um, greatness, man. Oh, hold on. Yeah, let my dog talk real quick. What up, actual?
Oh my goodness! We back, baby. Hold on. I just want to say that the true GOAT of all time, the greatest of all time, is Terrence Bud Crawford. Okay? All I gotta say is woo. Y'all know what it is.
Y'all know. What's up, actual? What's your thoughts, man? I know you enjoyed the fight.
Oh yeah, man. It was good, man. It was man, it was just so much more than what I expected, man. You know? Um those last few rounds, Bud just, he just put it on, man. You just saw it, like the snowball, right? The low, once that, that snowball start rolling down the hill and his motor start going and he just putting it together, man. He was in flow. That's what you call flow,
Yeah,
right? He was in flow mode, flow state. Call it Ultra Instinct, right? You know what I'm saying? Goku shit, right? The Dragon Ball shit. He had it on, man. He had it on, yo. And shout out to Canelo too, man. He did his best, like he said, man. No excuses. Um, it was a great fight, Shout out Canelo. And Canelo is still, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, we like it or not, at the end of the day, man, point blank period. Yo, Canelo is the face of boxing for the most part, you know what I'm saying? But Bud Crawford is, and I'm talking about is the best of all time. The
damn,
best
you
of
got
all
him up
time.
there.
Period. Period.
Man said, period.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I'm not going to even get in that debate in a sense because
Like
it's
I
great.
mean,
It's greatness, but I'm not
like
going
the
to say
best that you ever seen. Like as far as like, yo, the best
for what
you
I've
ever you
witnessed though. Yeah, he's the best that I've witnessed in a sense. It's hard. It's difficult between picking between what I've seen with Floyd and then what I've seen with Bud. But Bud has collected belts, man. You know what I'm saying, and dominating weight classes, and
but
he didn't even put
but
this
but the thing is, Black, yo, he has not ducked any
he ain't dug no smoke,
smoke,
no
bro.
smoke, bro.
Not for no fucking reason other than for what? For his legacy, bro. And people want to like fuck with Bud uh resume and this, that, and the third. Yo, listen, man. A lot of things could be said on. We can dissect resumes here, this, that, and the third. Oh, that guy wasn't what he was when he fought him at this point, and this, that, and the third. We've seen it, flipped it, heard it over, compare this to who this, the Danny Garcia's, the Thurman's resume, to this, that, and the thirds, Tim Bradley's resume, this, other people's resume mirrors, Bud Crawford's resume is his resume, man. Canelo's resume is his resume, because of circumstances and situations and instances to where things and deals couldn't get made. And then, deals did get made, but at the end of the day, man, pound for pound, skill for skill, grit for grit, bro.
Bruh.
Hit for hit, yes. You take, granted, Canelo ever touched the pavement, canvas?
Never,
Never he's touched the canvas, But Crawford,
never.
know,
Oh, well, I actually did with Big Machine.
yeah, Chin's been tested a couple times, but adversity, right? Both adversity too. Canelo's face adversity, uh You know,
Man, I was shocked.
Miguel Cotto's brother, you know, put it on put it on
Oh yeah,
Canelo,
had him
right?
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rocked him up. But at the end of the day, man, you got just put in the when you put the offense, the defense, and Bud's defense is not the greatest, right? But he's got defensive mindset at the same time, the offensive mindset to not be so one sided. He's not a he's a fifth dimensional fighter, man. You really think because
man,
Bud is calculating, dissecting you every second of every round.
facts,
He is, yo. Because
facts.
yo, you see the adjustments that Canelo made, and Bud will make adjustments to those adjustments on the fly, man. At the second. It
Yeah,
was so many exchanges to where you thought and we thought our thing. I was like, I looked at the replay, damn, I thought Canelo hit this guy. He didn't.
mm-mm,
He parried it at the same time that Canelo was about to parry, feint, and then he gets him and jaws Canelo. And then you think that happened in a millisecond, yo. And then in slow motion, it still looks fast, right? But it happened so fast because they dissecting each other's movements, man. You know, it took that first couple rounds to fill each other out, and then it was just, it was game on. And then really, like Canelo said, yo, I couldn't figure him out. Yo, I just giving him my best, chasing him around, you know.
yeah. I may be tripping, but I only gave Canelo one round, dog. How many rounds you give him?
I gave Canelo like 3 rounds, man, because certain this is Canelo hurt, but a couple times, wobbled, but a little bit here and there, but not to the effect of where Bud kinda hit Canelo and wobbled him on the later rounds, in the mid, and the later rounds, man. Them first couple times, Bud felt that power. He's like, oh shit, okay, all right, yeah. Oh, he threw me. All right, yeah. I felt the wind of that, you know. Bud, that's why Bud, he's on his bike a little bit, jogging back, side to side, doing the things he's supposed to do as a smaller guy.
Mhm.
And it was just, it looked, people was like, oh man, you can hear people who's like comment like, I ain't doing that Mayweather shit, running around, man, fucking be straight up. Nah, man, it's boxing, man. At the end of the day, it's boxing. But at the same time, he stood in there with that phone booth, man. He felt people was like, oh, he feeling himself. Nah, he was just he knew in himself. He knew what he could do and a belief in himself to
Mhm.
stay in there in that phone booth and show me, prove me, you, UGC, everybody in the world that had them doubts that we had, can Bud withstand that power? And he sure did. And he gave that power back and then some with beautiful combinations to what we haven't seen in a minute from him, right? From Bud himself, and showed us that extra layer to him, right? That extra oomph that a lot of us doubted, like, yo, does he have that to where he could be greater than one of the greats? And he
Mhm.
proved it, man. That's why I say he's the best, right? Maybe not probably not the greatest of all time like Muhammad Ali, but he is one of the greatest of all times. That is can be said. And like the top five, yeah, he's up there too. And so is Canelo up there. So is, top five as far as resumes, top 10, easily top 10, of
Yeah,
all
yeah.
time top
I
10.
agree with
Yo,
that for
I,
sure.
I I would say, in my opinion, in my humble opinion,
Yeah,
other boxing scholars, historians, shout out to boxing historian and everybody else, club boxing, all the older OGs of the YouTube and everything, and older than me and you in life period, right? That been watching
yeah.
boxing could disagree with us.
That's
For
why I
me, for
reserve
our
my opinion.
generation, this is our generation. For us,
Yeah,
that Bud is it. Bud is the dude for me.
yeah, yeah.
Pause. Ill. But nah. Let me see what I'm saying. Bud is that dude to that I see as he's that dude in this generation as the greatest,
Right.
the
Yeah,
best.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's why I have reserved my opinion on it because I'm like, I haven't seen. other eras like that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen all eras of boxing, so I don't know who was doing what in the 1920s and the 50s and six. You
I
know what I
mean,
mean? To where
I've like I've delved into the almanacs and stuff like that, and I've read the almanacs, and I've went through, thumbed through, and seen a lot of the old boxes from way back when, from when he started, tallying it up, right, throughout the world, right. The tunnies, and way back when, right? All the It's so many old school boxes, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? The Mancinis and way back when. I can name so many, is just ridiculous. But that for this era, for the modern age, the 20th and the 21st century, and actually really from the last 50 years, right? You know, boxing has evolved before, a lot from the prior 50 years to that, right? Within the last 50 years, boxing has really come into, from its golden age into its waning age into this bullshit age into back now. What we see is a kind of like a renaissance, right? Kind of like a Harlem Renaissance, kind of like a coming of a re-emergence of boxing, to where the best are fighting the best, and we're seeing that. And you gotta think individuals like Eddie Hearn, Turkey Allah Sheik, and all these other promoters that have been working together to make these things happen for us, the consumer. For us to consume and be happy. Be happy little plebeians that pay taxes all day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciative of that. You know what I mean? And I'm
Rest Cloud, what
appreciative,
up, dog?
that everybody made it safe home, that participated in the matches, and hopefully in the crowd, and everybody else had a good time last night and went home safe, and are here talking with us and speaking about the events of the last night, which
For
was
sure.
great.
Yeah, man. For sure. I second that, man. Hopefully everybody did make it back home safely. Especially with a lot of shit that's been taking place. I
Yeah,
want to add this to while you're talking about getting home safely because not a lot of people even woke up, you know what I mean, to see the next
yeah,
day.
right.
Um and I want to bring up this article, rest in peace to Ricky Hatton.
Yeah, man.
I saw that article this morning. So it's unfortunate that off the cusp of us witnessing greatness with Bud Crawford defeating Canelo Alvarez, we lose another a former champion, a great champion in Ricky Hatton. So suddenly, I haven't seen any details on what happened. It says that there's not really any rumors or news of foul play, but I don't know if they just got to wait for autopsy report or whatever. But Um, that's just unfortunate, man. Ricky Hatton,
Yeah.
they say he was found dead in Greater Manchester, and he's only 46 years old. So,
46 years old. He's crazy, right? Black, like, me, we in our 40s, our mid 40s ourselves, you know what I'm saying?
right,
So you got to think the higher power, whoever you believe in, you know what I'm saying? Think the Lord that you believe in, the higher power that you believe in, that you're waking up and able to breathe right now and stuff. Cause, this past week has been tough for a certain section of the country, right?
yeah,
And for me, and for to to hear this in the last 10 hours this came out, that Ricky, I love Ricky Hatton's fights, man. I got choked up earlier, fucking, Ricky Hatton, yo. Come on, man. Ricky Hitman Hatton, man. Rest in
Ricky
peace.
Hitman,
Um, he's in God's kingdom now, shadow boxing for Jesus, man. For all praise, Um, man, yo. Um, the thing is, yo, you gotta enjoy life, man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
okay, I appreciate
Ricky
that.
Hatton, he's a good, from what I gather, from what, I didn't really start messing with Ricky Hatton until he fought, Zoo. You know what I'm saying? Before that, I ain't messing with Ricky Hatton before Zoo. Once he fought Zoo, then I really started messing with Ricky, watching Ricky Hatton's fight, and I was like, yo, that dude is dope. You know what I mean? Then when he fought Mayweather, I'm like, I knew he was gonna lose,
But he gave
but
him a run in them early rounds, though.
the early
With
rounds, because
confidence.
one thing about Ricky Hatton, man, and
Movement.
most of these boxers, man, and a lot of people used to be like a lot of my friends be like, oh, Euro bum, blah, blah, Britmo. And yo, you could say, no, none of them is bums, you know what I'm saying? They fighters, they professionals, they feeding their family, they provided. Point blank, period. They bring home that check, you know, probably in a night more than me and you bring home in a week. You know what I'm saying? So fix your lips, have some respect, man. 'Cause we all men here, man. There's no need to disrespect one another, and we all men. We all be respectful. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, nobody can say Ricky Hatton dug smoke. Nobody can say Ricky Hatton had a boring fight. Every one of them fights was exciting. Every one of them fights is replay value, like a classic video game. And that's what, like Ricky Hatton is a classic dude, man. In and out the ring, as far as I'm concerned, as far as what I was told, you never seen Ricky Hatton in any bullshit, right? Have you seen him black
No,
in any
no, not
crazy
Ricky
shit?
Hatton. No.
Nah, family man, about his family,
And he
and
fought the best. He fought the best competition.
he fought the best competition, man. And he was a stand-up dude, an example for his son, and now his son, you know,
He carried a legacy.
cat. He's in the next generation. He's gonna improve, and he's gonna be a champion just like his father, man. And carry, and so on and so forth, man. And like in life, you don't gotta agree with people, but you gotta respect people, man. At the end of the day, respect people because you want respect too, right? We all want respect, man. At the end of the day, last night, Buck Crawford, whether you liked him or not, gained your respect. He took
Oh
that
yeah,
respect.
he
Whether
took
you
it.
get whether you like it or not, he took that shit. Point blank, period.
He told y'all I was a lot of y'all was gonna be
He
crying.
told you a lot about you gonna be crying, man. Yeah, a lot of these people is silent. They ghost. They is nowhere to be found in these YouTube streets. You heard? And y'all was talking a lot of stuff and a lot of and saying a lot of racial stuff, man. And that's not good. Yo, racism is not good for your heart, family. You heard? And I'm talking to y'all. I'm not talking to black. I'm not talking to the UGC. I'm talking to y'all in the bushes. You know who y'all are. When the plague back gang, love y'all, but the plague back other people, that hateful ones, or whatever, talking to y'all, man. Stop that shit, man. It's a cancer, yo. We already see it's taking over,
Right.
you know, for no reason, man. Like like that governor said from that state or Utah, yo, go touch grass, man. Go touch grass, put that shit down, put this YouTube down, whatever. Go to your talk to somebody, man. Because a lot of y'all ain't right, man. A lot of us ain't right. Somebody got some kind of trouble. Nobody's perfect, me included. I go to church, I speak to people when I'm having a down day, you know. But the last thing I'm gonna do is pick up a weapon and hurt. Nah, man. Fuck that. Unless you trying to come up in here trying to hurt me, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Because that's what it's for. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Right.
glorify that as nothing, man. You know? And we can't be glorifying just hurt people just to hurt people. At the end of the day, Buck Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, these guys are entertainers, man. At the end of the day, they're warriors, but at the end of the day, it's entertainment for us. At the end of the day, they're human beings, man.
Right.
At the end of the day, they're human beings. They are fathers. They are somebody's sons, brothers, uncles, cousins, family. All right. So let's stop being disrespectful to each other, man. Let's be humble yourself. All right. That's it. And love one another.
Yes, sir.
Period. Life is short. I'm not gonna hate nobody. We flame them, yeah. Flame them for, because we
Hey,
love you. We gonna flame you because we love you and we want you to improve. That's why we flame people. We want to see better.
for
At the
improvement.
end
Yeah.
of the day, that's what we about. We flame people. We make jokes, crap, but at the end of the day, we want to see better. We want to see better. That's it.
That's a fact. Yeah, man. Hey, Haplo, I'm sorry the link ain't working, bro. I did drop it though. So that's unfortunate, man. Shout out to Ras Cloud in the chat. I did make some people mods, man. So shout out to y'all, man. We do need more Bud Crawford supporters, man. We so used to seeing a lot of the hate to where, yeah, man, y'all coming through, y'all giving it
Yo,
up. giving credit. So yeah, make some of y'all
Yo,
money.
real quick, Black, for y'all that lost money or gained money, please be relaxed with the betting, man. Yo, I like to bet too. I don't really bet no more like that. I don't place bets like that. Had I bet last night, I probably would have won some good money because I had Crawford by split decision, but it's still a decision, right? I still had Crawford winning, so I'd have won something
Mm.
along the lines of probably like $4,000 or something like that, right? I think, right? If it was you bet something, I don't know. At the end of the day, I probably would have won like 4,000, 5,000, just because I picked Crawford to win by decision, any decision, unanimous, majority decision, split decision to his favor. So yeah, man. But at the end of the day, man, y'all betting y'all damn rent money. Nah, man, that's not fucking
It's
good, man.
tripping.
And stop fucking placing bets on Twitter that you can't fucking pay, yo. And then you ghost and then you turn off your whole Twitter and you got like, yo, I've been seeing people with like
What the hell?
4,000 followers ghost out of nowhere. You ain't got, you was talking all this shit, man. I'm not gonna say no names and shit like that, but I've been seeing it left and right. You've seen it before too, right, Black?
They
On
did it with the
Facebook.
spent shit. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Happened
Got up
again.
out of there.
But you know what's happening in match?
They got the hell out of Dodge, bro. That shit.
Because they was talking so much shit, you know. Shout out to my Mexican homies, man. My familia. I mean, I got Mexican people in my family, so you know what I'm saying? It's my cousins and shit out in LA. Shout out to y'all. But they was talking bad shit. I told my cousins too. I was like, yo, listen, man, I got Bud Win. What? What are you talking about? You going raza, fam? Listen, man, I ain't listen, I'm Puerto Rican from the Bronx, okay? My family is black. Most part, you know what I'm saying? Everybody I grew up around is black. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I look, you know, I'm taco style, right? I look like a taco, but yeah, man, I grew up collard greens, cornbread, you know what I mean? Arroz blanco, you know what I mean? Arroz con habichuela, you know what I mean? And soul food and plátanos, you know what I'm saying? The collard greens and plátanos, man. That's what I ate, you know what I mean? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blow said Tony Reviews said he was 100% sure Canelo was gonna win. He said he goes by. He said he goes by who has the thickest neck. uh,
Oh, shit.
damn,
That's a
Dodge.
good one, Hap. That's a good. ¿Qué pasó, mi hermano? ¿Qué lo que?
Oh
Dímelo.
shit. I'll tell
Yo,
you.
man. Yo, Black. I'm telling you, man. Yo, these dudes, God bless them, bro. I was like, even all my Mexicanos and the Marines and stuff, and they was like, yeah, man, we thought you were gonna go for Canelo, bro. And nah, bro. In this instance, I don't go for who is the my favorite boxer because I like both equally for real. Like I always love Canelo style, and I always, I fuck with Bud from the beginning. My thing is I've always and we always be saying it here, skills pay the bills. That's what we always been saying here at the UGC. You know what I'm saying? If I'm lying, I'm frying, right, Black? You know what I'm
Now you
saying? Like,
cooking.
you know what I'm saying? Like skills at the end of the day pay the bills, man. And I said, and I think I said it on a couple lives ago. I was like, yo, if Crawford go past the sixth round, certain rounds, I could see him going. I've been saying the UD decision to Crawford. If he could withstand power, a body shot and all that shit, I could see Crawford winning. And I said that, you
Yeah.
know. And then at the end of the day, when I sent my picks of shout out to Champ Ross. Champ Ross should show you. I picked Crawford by what? By split decision. Because at the end of the day, like even if my brain housing group and my thought process was even if Crawford boxes a master class like he did last night, right, and he gets him, they just probably give him a split decision. I didn't think they would give him a UD, but Crawford beat that ass so good and had them fucking walloping shots to where Canelo was stunned, and surprised. Yo, he was stunned, and surprised.
Abused
To
and
where he turned
confused.
his neck and looked at the judge like, yo, he hit me with some shit. I'm not gonna lie. He hit me. Yo, he looked at the judges and Alashika like this motherfucker said, yo,
Look
you
at the ref
pay him
like
extra.
y'all gonna let
Yo,
him
he
do
looked
that?
like Alashik, like he's thinking me pagaron mucho más. Like, did you give him more money on the side to hit me
Yeah.
harder or something? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
What's up, Laurent? My dog.
But yo, shout out to Canelo for not going down. Anybody else probably at at 154 went with down. Both Charlos would have went down at the same night, the same punch.
Sorry.
Word up on the same swing, like you kill one people a headshot, like in the video game. One shot and it go through two dudes or whatever, like a Call of Duty or Fortnite, like that. Canelo would have both Charlos, blang.
They twins, so he would have hit
You know what I'm
Jamel and
saying?
Jamal would
Twin.
have
He
felt
would have twinned them, twinned them. You know what I'm
twin.
saying? Word up. But Canelo, shout out to Canelo's granite chin, like Triple G's chin, you
Yeah, man.
know,
Boy, I was hitting that boy with some clean shots, bruh.
oh, yo,
He was hitting on some clean shit. So I
yo, and
did.
then
He
and then the
definitely got
fight,
that neck.
and then the fight before the fight before, and Billy and
And yeah,
Martinez, man, those fights was the best. Yo,
I
those
don't
fights.
think that was no fucking draw to me though. Did you think that was a draw?
And Billy, I think and Billy edged it, man. For
I
me,
thought
and
it Billy
Billy.
won, bro. I ain't
And
even.
Billy edged it based on the more punches thrown, more punches landed, and he looked, for me, even though Billy wore his damage on his face more, Martinez's body was hurt more. He looked more fatigued, you know.
He was getting outworked for sure.
He's getting outworked, I think, it should have went to and Billy. But I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch. Please do a rematch. Turkey Al Sheik, please do a rematch. Make that rematch happen. That needs to be a rematch. For real. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you think Nah, I don't know. I was about to say, do you think Canelo will entertain one of those options, Lester or and Billy, at this point? Or you
Um,
think it's too?
I don't think I don't for me, Canelo can retire and he'd still be the top. You know, he'd be up there. Top 10, top 20 boxers of all time for me. But um there's options for Canelo. Canelo's got options. He could do a rematch. They could do a
Hey,
rematch. It's an exciting fight. I wouldn't mind seeing Bud and Canelo do it again, man. Do it again.
I just
It
don't
was
think he wants
exciting.
the
It was a good
rematch, bro.
fight. Both of those, listen, all three of those fights, the last three fights of the night, y'all could do those again. Just reshuffle them. Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, Bud and Canelo, the main event, and then having Billy and Martinez before them, and then Vargas and the column kid,
Colin Wash. Oh, yeah, that fight.
Colin Walsh, yeah.
What you call it? Vargas. Yeah, Vargas lost that fight. But I just felt like they was a little too respectful of each other.
Yeah, I
Nobody
think
really wanted.
Vargas needs to do his homework some more, man. I don't think he did his homework enough. Because he was making mistakes in there, man. He made a lot of things that he couldn't adjust to that he should have adjusted to. A lot of other things he could have did to get a knockout, man. He was hurting that kid, you know. I think he could if he could have pieced those, he could have put his punches better, set him up better, right? Not throw everything at a fucking 100 miles an hour. You know what I mean? Variation. He's because he doesn't have that variation speed yet, and then that selection, on the fly. He needs to learn to do that better. There's a lot of repetitive lunging and it looked sloppy. He looked real sloppy, and that was his fault. Um,
Speaking of sloppy, bro. Um. Well, matter of fact, go ahead and finish your take on that because I
he
was going to
just
ask you about
he
another fight.
needs refinement, and he needs to maybe seek another trainer, right? He needs to go over there to, swallow your fucking pride, go over there to the Garcia camp, you know, and train with Mikey Garcia and them. You know what I mean? Stay there, stay there, and don't do nothing else. Stay there, or go shit. He could, man, I don't know. He can go maybe shit. Abel Sanchez, maybe I don't know. Nah, fuck Abel Sanchez. Trying to see a train. Shit. Go to Bomac, man. Go to Bomac.
For who?
Vargas.
Oh, Vargas.
Yeah, he's an
Oh,
athlete. He's athletic. He's athletic. He's just raw, man. He's raw. He needs the
yeah, that
fundamentals.
might be. Yeah, that might be a good
Go to
fit for him.
Bomac, man. Go to
He'd be able to get some
Bomac.
good work. Spar with Shakur. Spar with Bud. Spar
Yeah,
with.
go to Derek. Go to Derek.
Nah, nah,
Derek.
nah, nah.
No,
Not
don't go
Derek.
to Derek.
Not
Don't go to
Derek.
Derek. Not Derek. Fuck
Shit,
Derek.
no, no, not Derek. Yeah, I mean, it's not the right timing. It's been a
Yeah,
lot of L's lately. But
yeah.
no, them other options I definitely would say, yeah, like RGBA or um Team Crawford's camp or some shit like that.
Mhm.
But I wanted to ask you, man, also on that card, man. I think the worst fight probably on undercard was Jermaine Franklin versus the what's that guy name he fought?
Yeah,
His sticker,
fucking
I don't
yeah,
know. But that fight was trash. Jermaine Franklin, man,
yeah, man.
that shit was pathetic, bro.
Jermaine Franklin man would have beat him if he stayed ready
And if he
physically.
was in shape, like
If
I
he
don't
was in
think he
shape.
was in shape
If
at
he was in
all,
shape,
man.
but it takes money to be in shape, man. It takes money to be in shape for him.
What?
Nah, he's not the one of the ones that's gonna be out there on his own doing his thing. He needs a trainer to be on his ass, obviously.
Yeah, well,
You know
that
what I'm saying?
obviously
Because if you
didn't
had the
happen.
discipline, if anybody will tell you that's been training for real and fighting for real, if you got the discipline, you don't need no camp
Right.
because if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. You know what I mean? If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. And that's one of the instances with yesterday that fucking hurt him because he had to get ready all of a sudden. Had he just been like really, had he at least maybe even had 2 or 3 weeks in preparation, he probably would have knocked this dude out. Cause this dude would have this dude
I,
haven't fought like that in 7 years, bro. I'm like, who the fuck? I haven't seen this motherfucker in years. Fuck this dude. Fucking boring ass, fucking ogre looking, polar bear looking motherfucker, right?
I'm
Six
gonna look him
five,
up.
fucking tall stack of fucking shit over here.
Right.
Looking like a big old fucking dummy. Fuck out of here, man.
Let me
I
look
don't
him
want to see this shit. And Franklin couldn't put him away because you fucking slow and out of shape, bitch. You a warrior. You're supposed to be fucking eating eggs and fucking hunting or I don't
Sausage
know,
links.
but you fucking eating Twinkies and soft shit and sugary shit, looking like the damn fucking Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah, I'm in here. I'm on a Canelo card. Oh yeah, fat bitch. Go
Ivan
train.
Ivan Disco. That's his name. All right, I got him pulled
I've
up.
been fucking slitched clothes. Fucking that shit had me mad, man. I was like,
Ivan Disco. I actually had him beating Jermaine Franklin, but the Gator win to Jermaine Franklin, I was like, bro, what a robbery. They robbed the shit out of this. Where's he from?
oh yeah,
Kazakhstan.
they did give it to Jermaine Franklin, right? Oh yeah, that
I
was
was
a robbery.
shocked, bro. I
Yeah.
was like, "Are you kidding me, man? This man did nothing. He been out of shape. He was getting hit with straight rights the whole fight, and they gave it to Jermaine
But that
Franklin, man.
it's cause that dude was boring, yo. That dude, you know
Oh
what I
shit!
mean? Yeah, he was hitting him with some shit, but then it's like, yo, you don't have no knockout power. You fucking suck, bro.
How did they give this man 97-92 for Jermaine Franklin, bro? That what fucking fight was that judge watching, bro? This dude is 6'9",
Yo, he's a big fucking
tall as Tyson
motherfucker,
Fury and shit. Yeah, he's
bro.
trash, bro. He's trash.
Motherfucker's a Yeti, bro. He's a fucking Yeti.
That dude trash. Uh, yeah, man. To be 6 foot fucking 9, bro, fighting like that, hell nah, bro.
Fuck
35
that.
years old. Let me see how long he been. So 15 fights, 14 knockouts. He been a pro since 2017. Only got 15 fights since 2017. Wait, I don't know. I don't know how they moving him, but yeah, man. I thought he beat Jermaine Franklin. You know, our American heavyweights ain't
I
shit.
don't know, man. I had to turn from that fight. It was making me mad. I was like, man, I don't want to see this
I was
shit.
falling asleep, bro. I
I
was
was
like,
falling asleep, bro. I had to change the shit. I had to get up.
yeah, man, that shit was pathetic. I don't even know how he made it to a damn Riyadh season card. I'm like, how did these fools get on here?
I don't know, man.
Who are these? Like, like,
That was definitely
who's
C
doing the
squad. That
recruiting,
was
man?
C squad because we didn't need no C squad motherfuckers up there, man. There was two.
Yeah,
There
there
was so
wasn't
many.
no. There was only.
There was so many other fighters y'all could have had up there instead of them two motherfuckers. Like, man, man. I was like,
And
man,
I was a little confused, like why you only had one championship fight on the whole
bro,
card, which was the Canelo Crawford. Everything else was 10 rounders and shit.
10 rounders, man. I was like, the fuck.
So I don't know if they ran out of money or what. I don't know, but you know, Bud and Canelo got their bread. I'm sure.
Shout
I
out
wonder
to
how much.
Inoue. Yo, you see Inoue won, right?
No, I missed. I mean, I seen that he won. I gotta watch the fight though. I missed it. He
Yeah, I
went the
missed
distance
that.
or a knockout.
I got no, it's decision. He has outclassed him. But yo,
Oh,
now Akhmadalov had some moments though, man.
oh,
He
did
had
he?
some moments. Yeah, he had some
Was
moments
it
in there.
close or like
Nah, man. In a way, he's just outboxed him, man. He's
Yeah.
outboxing him, and he hurt him a couple times in there.
Now let me ask you this: does he have success if he goes up one more time, or you think he should stay put?
In a way, stay put, man. I think Nakatani's next for him though.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Junto.
that's gonna be the fight. That's the Hoto Nakatani, man. That's gonna be the fucking classic. You know, that's gonna be big, man.
Junto is smaller than him, right?
Nah, he's bigger.
Is he?
Yeah,
Okay, I gotta look it up.
pretty sure he's bigger.
So they trying to make that happen?
Yeah.
I know they've been building it for a while. So I mean, they didn't even really need to build it because in Japan, if they have it in Japan, that shit is it's already gonna be
Bro,
big.
bro, man, I wish I could
They
go, man. I wish I could be there.
Everybody, dog, that fight would be electric.
Fuck, man. I
We'd be
miss
the only ones loud in that motherfucker. Everybody else be looking just quiet with mask on. We'd be the only ones in there yelling like,
Japan. That's
"Hell
one of
yeah!"
the reasons. You know what? That's a reason for me to go back when they had that fight. They announced that fight. I'm gonna save my clams for that fight. They announce it.
Man, save your
Make time for that. I got to. I ain't been in Japan so long.
what they got the yen out there? That the
They
currency?
got the yen.
They got the
And
yen.
shit, man, cheap too. Is way cheaper than when I was out there before. Apparently, because the economy's fucked up.
Let me look up
Shit, I might just buy me a property out there. Okinawa, here I come.
Okinawa. Let me see. Let me share the screen because I'm looking up gentle, gentle, like on Rush
You're
Hour.
gonna see me,
Gentle.
Ric Flair, All Japan Pro Wrestling. We're gonna tear it up, baby. From here to the shore, war to shore, be there.
You gotta do the woo.
It's gonna be me versus Flying Brian Pillman, baby.
Let me see. So he is.
Cages and tables. Cages and tables on the ground. Tacks. Barbed wire. We're gonna get bloody. It's gonna get slippery. Ooh wee.
Damn, so he got a stoppage in his last fight. Yeah, I just don't know none of these fools though. Damn, he got more fights definitely than in a way.
Mm-hmm.
31-0, 24 knockouts.
Oh, I'll be
But
right
so
back.
he's
I'm gonna give me something to drink. Hold up. Hold up.
all right. He's a bantamweight. So let me look at Nio anyway. There we go. So super bantam. Oh, okay. So they one weight class apart. That's what it looked like. So he's at super bantamweight, Nioa, and then Gentles and bantam weight. So the scorecards today with this fight was 118, 110 on two judges and 117, 111. So yeah, the fight wasn't even close according to the scorecards. Yeah, I got anyway number three pound for pound on my list. Bud number one, Usyk number two. Um, but okay, I guess that'll be a cool fight. I mean, I think that Nakatani probably gonna be favorite for sure. Said Canelo won't rematch Bud. He said, "Let us know when you hear from Oscar." Hey, I saw a little bit of his little post fight reaction. That shit was pretty funny. He said,
Mm.
"I told you guys." Shout out to Oscar,
Yeah.
man. Oscar's funny, bro.
Oh my god. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I've been telling you all this time.
This is yours. What did you expect?
What did you expect? I raised Canelo myself, you know.
I deactivated him.
I
Right.
think
Took his
this was
powers.
all it was all staged.
Right.
Canelo's an industry plant. Oh man, he was ripe for the picking.
What
Terrence
day?
Crawford harvested him.
He got the it's clapback Thursdays, right?
Yeah.
Man, we gotta wait. Oh, 4 more days for this motherfucker.
Nah, he ain't gonna wait. You gotta have a clapback Monday and shit.
You
It's
gotta do
Monday.
something different.
Special,
Exclusive
special,
shit.
special clapback Monday after school special.
You know, got seasoned up yesterday, man. But yeah, man. It is what it is, bro. I'm about to go get me some grub, hang
Yes,
out with the
sir.
fam. I
Yep.
appreciate everybody that pulled up, for this live stream.
Yeah, man.
And it's always a pleasure, actual facts, man. We had a
Yeah,
great
man.
night of boxing to witness last night.
Word
We
up.
witnessed history, man. We
Yep.
witnessed history. And that would have been dope if you would have put some bread on it. You know what I'm saying? It would be a whole different kind of feeling today. You
Yeah,
know,
man.
even my damn self, man. I need to get into one of them gambling estates. You know what I'm saying? Because man, I be missing out on a lot of bread with this boxing. Y'all hear
Yeah.
Crawford use the classic Floyd, like I said before.
Like I
You
said
probably
before.
did.
Yeah, he did. He sure did. Like I said before. I
Like I said
was like, oh
before,
my God.
man. Shout out to Bruce Gas as well, man. Pulling up. I think I gotta catch the playback of your last video as well, because I think you went live for the fight. So yeah, man. Shout out to RGM, LaRon, Rascalot, Charles D, the whole squad, even the new mods that we had came through today. Shout out to y'all, man. So yeah, man. You got anything else actual before we get up out of here?
Ah, man. Shit. About to get going on this fucking garden, bro. I gotta paint shit.
Y'all work promotions, huh?
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
All right.
Well, hey man, that's all the time we got. We are the UGC. Thank y'all once more. And Flame of Fame. Flame of Fame to Bud Crawford being all-time great, man. 3-time undisputed, 5 different weight classes, undefeated out of Omaha, Nebraska, man. You are a great man. And you know, hey, I wish you continued success. Enjoy your vacation, enjoy your birthday coming up. And till the next time we see you in the ring, bud, keep doing what you do, man. Glad to have you as American champ. See y'all, man, on the next one, man. BHP to UGC. We out, dog.